I'm from Japan, living in Singapore for almost 5 years, and although I'm getting used to life here, I still do face culture shocks. これまでの動画ではシンガポール vs 日本の働き方、シンガポールがどれだけ緩く感じたかについて話したり、and I also talked about light issues such as how it was incredibly difficult to drink coffee the Singaporean way. But there's one thing I haven't shared with you yet, which is this. Look at this, auntie. 大丈夫か
hello. You Japan lang
Japan.
you want the auntie help you throw?
No. It's okay. But Singapore no need to separate.
Oh, don't need. Yeah, you just throw like that. Yeah,
like that.
Correct.
Full force.
Yeah, just throw like that. Like auntie just not throw like that.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
大丈夫?
Hey, Gabe.
Hey, Annette. I thought you were just.
Oh, that was my mom.
Alright, so this is Annette Lee. You probably know her. She does like a bunch of funny skits. She sings songs. She's on a bunch of commercials. So it's really nice to meet you. So Annette, I normally do these culture sharing videos alone to the camera. But today I wanted a Singaporean perspective. That's why I invited you. So I wanted to talk about what your mom just did, which is eating and recycling culture in Singapore. So I'm from Japan, right? The country of classifying a lot of trash. I was very shocked when I first came to Singapore because I think it's not really a thing, right? It seems like all the trash go to one place.
I mean, we have recycling bins, but it's not really a cultural norm to always classify your trash.
Because in Japan, even if it's recycling, right, we classify the recycling. So plastic bottles, plastic, glasses, batteries.
And then food waste.
And every trash gets classified. Every trash got a different collection date. So you got to keep your trash for a while.
I know.
And then when the rubbish car comes, you get to throw away. Alright, so I'm at my parents' house in Japan, and those are all going to be recycled. The milk cartons, soy milk cartons, clothes, and plastic bottles.
I traveled to Japan once, and then me and my friend, we stayed in an Airbnb. So because when you're in an Airbnb, it's not like a hotel where they kind of clear your trash for you. You have to throw out your own trash. And she was telling me all about the classifying as well. And I was saying like, I mean, it doesn't matter, let's just put it together. And she went, no, you cannot do that, it's Japan. And I, okay. Yeah, so actually I know partially when my friend was telling me, no, you have to follow the rules. She said it's partially because if you don't, then you might get fined, right?
So not many people know this, but you can actually get fined for not classifying correctly in Japan.
Why is Japan so strict on this actually?
Yeah, so another reason is it's because that's the social norm. Everybody does it, so if you don't do it, it'll stick out.
But who started it? Who started this trend? You don't know.
Who? I don't know who, but I think it's the government. Even at like food chains like McDonald's, customers have to throw general waste. We have to classify general waste and plastic.
Oh.
But I noticed in Singapore, like your mom just did, boom.
Yeah, because there's also only just one trash bin.
And yeah, I noticed in Singapore, we do have the recycling bin, but not many, right?
I do have friends who, around my age or even younger, they use the recycling bins a lot.
The younger.
Yeah, so because I think since young, the Gen Zs and all these all these newer generations, they're educated a lot more on saving the environment, whether it's through school or through social media and stuff. But I heard that actually about 40% of the items that are thrown in these recycling bins actually can't be recycled at all because they're either contaminated with food and liquids or they're just thrown wrongly.
That's interesting because in Japan, I talked about classifying, right? We actually clean, for example, food packages.
Oh.
So we buy bento, right?
Yeah.
After eating, we actually clean the tray and we dry it. I actually do that in Singapore, by the way. And then I will keep it until the trash car arrives. I think a lot of people in Singapore don't do that, right?
I think they don't know.
That's why the food, even they think they're doing good, that they are recycling, actually they don't do the cleaning, so it's contaminated, thus cannot recycle.
Exactly. Now I'm just learning also about what you said, that the specific collectors of the trash come on different days.
Singapore is very convenient because you can throw anytime, right? Almost all HDB estates, they have a dust chute.
Yeah, there's a
in
rubbish
Japan,
chute.
we don't have that rubbish chute.
Yeah.
So we can throw anytime. But it's convenient, but actually like one thing is that you don't know how much food package waste you are creating.
But actually, if you think about it, do you think it's a bit extreme? The way Japanese people classify their trash, or like go through such effort to dispose of their trash, like cleaning out their trash and everything.
Definitely. I think it's the most extreme in the world, I think. But I never really thought of it because it's just so normal for us. We don't even question it.
If it's a habit, no matter how extreme it is, because you've been doing it since young, it might not feel as extreme.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it really takes a few generations to change this.
Few generations.
Yeah, because people need to instill this habit from young. And if a lot of people have not done this since young, it will feel extreme to us, you know. So I think in general, Singaporeans, they're not extremely inconsiderate, like they wouldn't litter like crazy, but we're also not at the other extreme where we classify our trash perfectly.
Maybe near the end of the video, I would like to talk about the solution, like what can we do? We need a system, right? In Japan, we have the system. It's a habit and you'll get a fine if you don't classify. That's the system, right? Maybe Singapore needs one too, but we can talk about it later. So we are at Kofu Food Court to do a fun social experiment.
So we're going to see whether Singaporeans are able to split their waste into 3 categories: general waste, food waste, and plastic containers. Actually, to be honest, I don't know whether they'll be able to differentiate general waste and plastic containers.
If it was the Japanese, we can. So
really?
I'm quite curious too.
We'll see.
Let's see. Oh, here it comes. It looks like she has a lot of trash. She looks very confused. Here goes the food waste. Oh my god.
I don't think she'll be able to do that. I think we need to pick that out of the trash.
Oh my gosh.
Still has spoons in there.
The steel spoon. She threw it in the general waste bin.
Chopsticks as well, yes.
Yeah, the chopsticks as well. In the food waste, she also put like tissue papers inside, which should belong here at the general waste. And I wasn't expecting this.
I don't know why, but I actually half expected this.
Really? Because this concept is too new in Singapore?
I think especially for the older generation, they also why it might be hard for them to pick up certain new habits. It might be a language barrier also. Like I don't think they would have been able to understand the English.
Oh, right. Okay, makes sense.
Because a lot of the older generation, they either speak a dialect or
hello.
Oh, hi. You know my channel?
Yeah, I always watch you.
Thank you so much. I'm filming a video right now.
New
you try
bin
to
system.
sort your trash? Can? Okay, I help you hold that.
Please, let me wait.
Oh, correct. And the
all
food?
the disposable items.
That's it.
Plastic.
Oh no, that wasn't plastic. What do you think of this? Like, what if you had to do every day?
What do people will do?
What would it take for people to do it, you think?
No, they won't bother. Maybe not in our lifetime. Like KY said, not in his lifetime, people will be courteous. So this is not in our lifetime also.
What if you get fined if you don't do it? Then you will do?
Then I'll do.
Yeah, makes sense. Plastic bag, okay. Tissue, watermelon.
Do you think Singaporeans will be okay if they have to do this every day?
I think they'll be okay.
How is it?
Because now itself, they actually now categorizing, the recycle waste as well as, general waste, right? I mean, it'll take some time to adapt, but I think they'll do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle. Goodbye.
Bye. So we are at the social kitchen. It's a really nice place. They hire disadvantaged individuals. And regarding food waste, usually everything just goes down here straight into the bin. No classification at all. But today we have set up 3 rubbish bins for the staff to separate the rubbish. Let's see the reaction. All right, here it goes. Okay, food waste. Oh, okay. So the paper was ideally go to the general waste. More food waste. Oh, actually it's general waste. Yeah. Here, yes. So the correct way to classify would have been having the papers. You see all the papers, right? These belong to the general waste. And we can see some food at the general waste as well. So obviously the food should go to food waste. I can tell it was more difficult for the staff because normally they just throw it in one bin, right? Thank you DBS Foundation for making this video happen. They're running the 2nd edition of the Hungry for Change Challenge, where 5 youth teams will pilot solutions to help McDonald's, Kofu, and the social kitchens reimagine and reduce food and packaging waste.
And you can learn more about the finalists' zero waste solutions in the description box below.
Wow, that was fun.
Yeah, that was interesting, right?
Yeah, any thoughts?
So I would say actually almost all of the Singaporeans that participated, they made mistakes in the way they classified the trash. But actually I almost wasn't very surprised by that because I know that it's really not a habit over here.
I'm quite relieved because I thought some people might even scold us for making them do this, you know, because they're like, why? I could just put it there. Why must I do? But I feel like a lot are kind of like, okay, yeah, why not? And some said like after a few generations, maybe this can be easily like a Singaporean habit, maybe.
I was just curious, when they take away food, sometimes Japan puts in a lot of effort in their packaging. Like they'll make cute packaging or disposable bento boxes and stuff. But do you think that's a problem also? The fact that sometimes the disposable containers are too nice?
Yeah. I think it's a result of trying to make people happier because it looks so nice, right, with all the packaging. But actually, I heard that Japan is the world's third largest plastic waste producer. The population is big, so maybe that's why. But I have an interesting statistic. In 2020, 83% of PET bottles are recycled, but the plastic bags and wraps are tough to recycle because they have different plastic melting points.
So actually, Japan is very good at sorting out waste, but they also produce a lot of waste as well, right?
Might be even more than Singapore. So recently I'm more concerned about the environment and the plastic wastage, right? So I always carry a tingkat. You know tingkat?
Oh!
The Singaporean, I love that. Stacked bento boxes. So I always bring that for shoots because I cannot really finish all the food I consume. So I'll put it in the tingkat and dapao and eat for dinner.
Dapao, yes.
Yeah, I think that's quite cool.
Yeah, that's nice. Then you don't have to get the disposable containers.
And nowadays it costs money too, right?
Yeah, so I know Singapore has been trying to reduce the waste and reduce all this plastic use by trying to charge for it. So it's 20 cents if you need a container, and then it's like 5 cents if you need a plastic bag at a supermarket. But I think sometimes Singaporeans don't really care.
They don't mind. They don't mind.
They're like, fine, I'll just pay this extra 5 cents because I need it to wrap my rubbish at home anyway, and I don't mind spending 20 cents for this bowl of noodles to bring home because I'm just so busy today and I just want to not be able to wash my own utensils today. I mean, that's my own thought process at times.
People should realize that you might have to do more research, but you're actually taking in microplastic and stuff, right? When you dapao in the styrofoam and stuff. So
yeah, it's probably not very good, right?
Yeah, and plastic is not good match with heat. It scares me when hawker stalls, they pour kopi in a plastic bag. I'm quite scared lah. That's why I always bring my tingkat, and there's even a collapsible bento boxes.
Yes, I heard of those.
I think that's quite good. Yeah. That's very convenient because tingkat is quite big lah.
I've seen recently in Singapore, sometimes they do have all these really more efficient food packaging that can be upcycled, like certain paper boxes or whatnot that they mention that it can be reused or certain things like that. So I think that's a good method moving forward.
In Japan also, there are some beverage company. They are introducing label-less plastic bottles. So the brand is like engraved in the plastic bottle itself. So it's producing less plastic. So it's kind of moving forward.
So basically it saves the extra strip also, right, of wrapping.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, but then actually if you are saving on the strip of plastic that wraps around, but the bottle is still plastic, right?
Yeah. No, but the plastic, the label, it cannot be recycled actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
The
because
bottle
it's too
can
thin.
be recycled.
The bottle can be, but the label cannot actually. That's why it's important to cut that off. And again, let me know your thoughts. How can we reduce food and packaging waste? All right, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out Annette's socials. I have it in the description box below.
Thank you.
See you guys again.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.